Hey YouTube, Matty's Daddy 12 here with another legit talk, and this one we are going to talk about the best card ever printed. As you guys see, we have a bracket filled out here. These are random, and we are going to talk about we're just going to go through the matchups. We're going to find out which one is the best card ever printed. I've got 4 volunteers. I have Brennan,
volunteer for that.
Adam. We got one that we suckered into, Cato, and then we also have Matt, along with myself. If we get down to a stalemate, the Dragon Rulers. If we get down to a stalemate, we will have a vote of the 5 of us, and that will decide what moves on. But before we do that, make sure you guys head over to legitmtg.com. Check out our Magic the Gathering articles. Also check our YuGiOh articles at legit.YuGiOh.com. Click on that store icon and get whatever you may need for your gaming hobbies. So,
hey,
some other disclosures. We did leave out like cards, because let's face it, guys, if we end up over here and it's Harpy's Feather Duster versus Heavy Storm,
it's a gimme.
It's a gimme. So we've left out some similar cards.
Right.
We do have a little stack of show us the stack of honorable mention stuff. Graceful Charity, Mirage of Nightmare, 6 Cents, the Rulers, Witch of the Black Forest. This was all stuff that was left out because there are like cards already up here. This is not this is not the bracket to end all arguments. This is the bracket to start all arguments. So here we go. Number 1, YuGiOh versus Change of Heart.
Change of heart.
Change of Heart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Change of Heart.
And
Good.
Change of Heart.
Yeah.
Like there's no arguing on this one. Like really?
I know we have to do something.
Like really, YuGiOh is. I mean, like.
Yeah, but YuGiOh by himself just gets ran over by everything.
I do agree, but we have more outs to like the new day and age, like Breakthrough Skill, Phoenix Chain. We can easily stop. Back then.
Okay, so if we're talking about, and again, like you guys can use whatever criteria you want to use to make these decisions.
Like 9 times out of 10, you top deck Change of Heart, it's gonna have some immediate impact on the board. I top deck a YuGiOh. If my opponent even has like a single monster,
what's Yada's attack? 200 or is it 300?
200.
So if your opponent has a monster that is 300 attack or more, then it is a dead card to you.
It has to hit you, and you have to assume your opponent has no cards in their hand in the first place.
Have an effect veiler that's set, and it's still not doing anything.
There you go. Okay, so Change of Heart.
Change of Heart.
Change of Heart.
Change of Heart.
And
Change of Heart.
I can make another argument, like Snatch Steal, Brain Control. Those cards got banned because they changed the course of the game dramatically.
Okay.
Over the top.
They gave us Snatch Steal for one format. They're not giving us Change of Heart.
Change of Heart moves on.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yep.
Crush Card Virus versus Chaos Emperor Dragon.
YuGiOh.
Pre-errata.
YuGiOh. Alright, well it doesn't work that way.
Dragon Rulers real quick.
Chaos Emperor Dragon, Crush Card Virus.
I've been going with Chaos Emperor Dragon, but I want to stick with Crush Card Pre-errata.
Pre-errata Crush Card?
Same.
Pre-errata.
Same.
Really? Crush Card over Chaos Emperor Dragon?
It's like you Chaos Emperor Dragon. I hit you at one big interval.
Immediate hand, next 3 turns.
Yes.
Okay.
Immediate.
Makes every
And
draw
immediate hand.
strictly worse.
It really is tough because they both can like hurt you dramatically, but I'll still go.
Crush Card's a bit easier just to draw.
Crush Card's easier to play. I mean,
But Crush Cards, you have to have another 1,000 attack monster or 1,000 attack dark monster.
Light and dark in your graveyard.
You have to have a light and dark
Emperor.
and you have
Sure, but that's not a relevant resource that you have to have on the board.
But with chaos, it makes sure you
If
don't
I'm
kill
playing
yourself.
Necrons right now, I could just drop him on the field.
And then what happens?
Theoretically, like if you're saying it's not relevant.
Well, I mean, if you're playing Necro, so you can't really
I'm not gonna
drop Crush Card either.
But it's the point of you're saying that it's not relevant for them to have to be light and dark.
But those are cards that you've already used at one point. You have to have a card available to you in the Crush Card. You have to have that.
Decks that can already play this. Burning Abyss, Shaddoll's, things of this nature. Right now, play those cards already.
And they also play Blackluster Soldier.
But like Chaos Emperor Dragon, it's a two-sided.
But yeah, but those decks that you just named off also play.
Require splashing other cards. Like when this came back during the Blackwing era, they put GD Crows in just for Crush Card Virus to go off. So
sure,
Chaos Emperor Dragon with Veilers in the deck. Like
sure,
you have to splash in cards to make the cards work.
And if you're splashing in cards to make the card work, I feel like Chaos Emperor Dragon is better than Crush Card.
But Chaos Emperor Dragon hurts you as much as it hurts them because they make sure you don't kill yourself with the losing one.
Yeah, but you gotta rip something big enough.
Well, they both got Narada.
That is true, but in a farm full of spell and trap cards, like you have staples like Regeki, Darkhold. It's not hard for everything to kill it.
Well, Chaos Emperor blows itself up, I believe, right?
No, he takes everything but himself.
No, he blows himself up.
He goes
Yeah,
down.
he blows himself up.
You're retract your bet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a crush card.
You're staying with crush card? Crush card. Really, 4-1 crush card.
These have been dominant. These are like dominant passes.
All right,
Okay.
Delinquent Duo versus Painful Choice.
Is this really even an option right now?
Yeah, like I won't lie, guys. I really feel like I feel like as iconic as Delinquent Duo may be, with all the attention that it gets from the Go format and everything, I feel like Painful Choice is the greatest card ever printed.
I'll play that in every single deck these days.
Lavalval Cheney's banned, Foolish Burial's limited, Future Fusion's
really
banned.
banned
So yeah, this is probably.
This is.
Yeah.
Was it really that easy? Is it really that easy? Or
This is not a painful choice. This is easy.
It's get out.
so okay, so then we're moving on. Chaos, our Dark Magician of Chaos versus Imperial Order.
I go for Imperial Order.
That's hard.
Order's just such a like.
Order's better.
Order
Powerful stun card.
Order will just like shut off like a third of your deck.
Agreed.
Yeah.
This is a walking defisher.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
But it's way more. It's easier to kill a monster than it is a spell.
You can splash this card.
Sure.
You can splash this card in more decks than.
But
He lets you activate Reborn way more.
yeah, he lets you activate Reborn. He gets back Reborn. Not only is he a walking defisher, but he also allows you to add Reborn back to your hand.
That's a point.
Yeah. And
It allows you to add Pot of
when he
Greed back to
played,
hand.
he wasn't just coming back once.
That being said,
Yeah.
the cards are in the same format as those cards. Yes.
Yeah.
And reasoning with Infernoid, you can bring it back.
Yeah, but if you're carrying just Imperial Order, then there are no spells to negate.
So Imperial Order.
I would still say Order.
I still say
You still say
Shuts
Order?
down so much.
Yeah,
you can just
I'm
stop it
still
from
gonna say
anytime
Order.
you want.
Yeah, I'm going Imperial Order also.
Okay.
Just trying to make the argument.
Yeah, nice try.
These have been like
Dimensional Fusion versus Pot of Greed.
I'm biased.
Yeah, I'm very biased here myself.
You biased?
I say Fusion.
Dimension Fusion, really?
Fusion.
Was Airblade Turbo that good?
Did you
Like
play that?
Bazoo Return?
First of all, yes.
He's honest about it.
Cut the video. I'll start a new video. I'll start talking.
No, like like you guys are really saying Pot of Greed is just doesn't make the cut.
Even YuGiOh even had to ban this card because of how crazy it was doing. Like I think it was at 3. And that,
Yeah, when YuGiOh originally released their list, Dimensional Fusion was at 3.
Yeah, and they
How?
completely.
How
Yeah,
is that
I know. I
anything
don't
you
understand
do?
how, but yeah,
Did they not
that
learn from
immediately
what happened
banned it
with regular
after that
YuGiOh?
deck like destroyed everything. So I don't know. It's just so good. Teledad abused it. What else did it do? Airblade
I
Turbo
think if
abused
this-
it.
Every D hero kind of deck
yeah,
abused the hell
Airblade
out of
Turbo.
it.
A lot of stuff.
If this card existed right now, like, there's decks I've considered, like, oh, maybe I'll come back and play YuGiOh a little bit. I will not touch a format with the card pool we have now with this. When you're banishing stuff for all your chaos stuff, and you're like, it's back. Like,
Look at me and Matt agreeing on stuff.
Wow.
You know,
All
Give me
right.
Chaos Dragons with that.
Dimension
and I will have
Fusion moves on. I'm assuming. Are you?
Pot of Greed, yeah, it's still
fine.
great +1.
I mean, it's
Dimension
already-
Fusion.
it's already-
You know what I say?
Yeah,
Because,
it's 3-2.
It's already 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, like even though I feel like Pot of Greed should be the obvious choice on that one too. Like it's
Really?
3-2 on us. Harpy's Feather Duster, Solemn Judgment.
Duster.
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 Yeah, like I honestly feel like the Solemn Judgment is only good in multiples. Like you stop that first big card, and then you get to stop. Basically, just shut them out with whatever that second one would be. Harpy's Feather Duster.
I still think Judgment was fair at 1. I don't know really why
Yeah, it was
ended
fine.
up banning it. Really, I think 1 was just fine.
Bad plays.
Everybody-
People make.
Just bad plays people make.
Using
Number
it.
16, Shockmaster versus Dark Arm Dragon.
Dark Arm.
Shock Lock
I'm going
or
Dark
Return Dad
I'm going Dark Arm.
or Dad Return.
Teledad.
Or any dark deck for 4
Teledad.
years.
Yeah, exactly.
Dark Arm Dragon.
I'm going Dark Arm 100% on this one.
If we're talking about like multiples of Dark Arm Dragon, I would go Dark Arm Dragon.
Yeah, dark.
If you get to play multiple, whatever criteria you want to use.
Then again, it's like Dark Arm was already like a format breaker by himself as a single.
Teledad,
As was Shockmaster.
Shockmaster was as well.
Sure.
But like, if we have to compare the two, you can Shockmaster me all you want. I go make Dark Arm. I attack over you. Shockmaster is not very high in the attack department.
It's true.
There you go.
And he cannot negate
Dark Arm
my
just straight kills him.
he cannot negate my summon.
That's
Yep.
right. I was
You
supposed
can
to
honest Shockmaster.
You can honest Shockmaster.
unless they call. Oh no, never mind.
If you call monster effects, you can't.
If I'm playing Dark Arm, I'm playing Armageddon, I can just drop a Farfa and you're like, monster.
All right, so are we going Dark Arm on this one?
Dark Arm.
Dark Arm. Monster Reborn, Vanity's Emptiness.
Say Reborn.
Reborn.
Yeah.
Vanity's Emptiness, like
Reborn for the fact you can top deck it and come back in the game.
it stops Reborn. But no, Vanity's Emptiness defines some formats like really quickly.
I don't top deck Vanity's Emptiness and be able to break your board. Yeah, I know, I'm fucked up that word. I don't top deck with a D. I don't top deck Vanity's Emptiness and break your board. I can top deck Monster Reborn and possibly break your board. It doesn't answer an established field.
I won't lie. I played against a Mermill player that thought he was being all kinds of great one day, and we was at Louisville Regional. He heavy stormed, Darkhold, and then Monster Reborn me game 1 and game 3, and thought he accomplished something. I was like, congratulations, bud.
Played Billy Break?
No. All right, so Monster Reborn moves on. Vanity's
Another
Emptiness
thing I
falls.
want to mention with Emptiness, it was really overlooked because during the same era we had 3 warning.
That's fair.
Really overshadowed it.
That
No
card
one
was
cared.
out
No
for
one
so
cared
long.
about this card as a common.
It's not way longer than people think it is because
$30 commons.
it was so hard to
It's
get.
LC 5Ds. This card itself has not been out that long.
All right. Change of heart. Crush card virus.
Crush card.
Crush card, really?
Still crush card.
Still crush card.
Still crush card?
Crush card.
I still want to use the same argument
I think this makes
with
more
Change of
sense.
Heart for values for Reborn.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I can just take it and try to break your board with your own cards.
Yeah, like you can change a heart can completely.
This by itself does more than this does by itself.
There you go.
That is a true thing.
If we're keeping it as simple as possible,
But like change of heart affects only for 1 turn. Crush card gets the next 3 turns.
I'm gonna try to end the turn.
From the original print,
From
yeah,
the
it
original
gets
print.
it gets the next 3
It's gonna
turns.
get your next
If
3
we're not going
turns.
by original print, this card never made it past.
Sure.
Even still.
Exactly.
But
What do you think?
Now, these are all
Change of
3
heart.
erratas.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Change of heart.
Change a heart?
Crush
Yeah.
card.
What do you think, Matt?
I'm gonna
Change
stick
of
with-
heart.
I'm gonna stick
If
with
I can
crush
Change of
if I can
heart?
destroy
It
your
can go
stuff
either
and
way,
not
but
play any of my dudes to do it,
Crush card.
I can let you play
Brennan?
Yu-Gi-Oh for
I'm
me.
still crush
Yeah,
card.
we can disagree on
Crush
something.
card?
We finally have a
Crush
table.
card. I'm going to change a heart.
Really hard though.
I'm going to change a heart. I can 1 card completely swing the game with change a heart.
I can take your
Again,
PL
crush
and
card.
What's your say?
Crush card, you have to have the other card to tribute off. So change of heart moves on.
Alright.
All right,
Fair.
painful
It was either
choice.
or. Either one was pretty good.
Painful choice, Imperial Order.
Simple choice. Keep on.
Like I really feel like this could. I really feel like this could have ended up as the
that's not how it works.
the final match.
Yeah.
But they end up on this side of the bracket against each other. Painful choice, Imperial Order.
They're always the top 2, it seems. Like
Yeah.
they're really powerful.
Well, because
Like it really comes down to what Yu-Gi-Oh you want to play.
they're both
because
game
this
done.
combo.
yeah, like this is combo based. This is control.
Like if
I'm
you
gonna
look,
go with
So
painful
is
still.
it
yeah,
hits
still on painful choice.
all history taken into account? Is a control deck better or is a combo deck better? In the game of
I
Yu-Gi-Oh.
feel like combo.
Combo deck's always been
Yeah,
better.
I'm-
Combo decks.
Look at the top 5.
I mean, if
basically
if we put it down to that basic, that this is a combo deck and this is a control deck, and we feel that combo decks have always been better. Like, can you imagine some of the stuff Painful Choice could be played in right now?
Start listing top decks that have existed. Like
Yeah.
Planets, Mermails, like all these different decks.
Burn
And all of them,
Burning Abyss, Shaddolls, even Necros, like
The thing is,
and all of them can benefit from the stuff that Painful
like the
Choice
only
could set.
combo
The
deck
newer
that I can say
cards.
you wouldn't want to play this in is like maybe
The
one.
newer card, Shaddolls,
Sure, it doesn't even wind up.
It can do a lot of
doesn't
stuff
really do their
now.
graveyard the whole time.
Okay, so Painful Choice moves
Painful
on.
Choice.
Easily
plants.
Easily moved
too.
on.
Dimension Fusion, Harpy's Feather Duster.
I feel like I feather dust you, then activate Dimension Fusion.
Yeah.
Sure.
Man.
I'm gonna say Feather Duster.
Feather Duster?
Feather Duster.
Why Feather Duster?
Because this is searchable.
It's searchable.
What's your
Sure,
reason?
play Hysteric Sign. Go for it.
I
No,
can
no,
find
seriously.
a card that will search out a spell card.
Sure, Dimension Fusion.
Not hard at all.
I think it's more. I don't know. I think it's more of a blow at Harvey's Feather Duster. It's all one-sided. At least your opponent can benefit something out of it with Dimension Fusion. It's both players get the special from the extra. Banish zones.
They both get the special.
Yeah, they both.
Yeah,
get the
but they
special.
don't get to do anything with it right away. You get to do all your combos in place first, and you can take what they got away from them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still say Duster.
It's like
I think
it's-
Duster
What do you think, Matt?
More.
I think Dimension Fusion because you can play this card and then have to kill me, or I mean you don't get enough out of it. Because if you're not playing this card with the intent to try to kill me that turn, then what's really the point?
If you're not playing Harpy's Feather Duster.
To try to kill me that turn. How many times have you heavy
Fusion
stormed to
sets
win for
up.
game?
Yeah.
Or Trinated to win for game. This card I can just play this and kill you, or attempt to kill you.
They're both
Attempt to
really
kill
good.
you.
It's really
Attempt to
hard.
kill you.
I'm
If not, kill you,
Kato.
get so far ahead.
Feather Duster.
I'm on Fusion.
Fusion.
On the fence.
Fusion.
I still say Feather
You're on the
Duster. I'm on
fence.
the
I'm
fence
going.
on it.
I'm going Feather Duster. So you're on the fence. You're the final. You're the final
I'm
say.
gonna say, because it's one-sided, I'm going to say Feather Duster.
Feather Duster.
To me, it's been pretty close.
Dark Arm Dragon. Monster Reborn. Reborn.
If we had okay, if we had multiple, like, if we can able to play 3 Reborn or Dark Arm, what would you choose?
3 Reborn.
Not Yu-Gi-Oh.
That is fair.
Tell me you'd play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Monster Reborn. Dark Arm Dragon.
Reborn.
I'm gonna play Magic now.
Reborn all day long.
Reborn for days.
I'm gonna go play Magic now at that point. I'm Reborn.
Yeah, Reborn.
Magic
Reborn.
Reborn.
Does it?
Any other card?
Does it come into account that this is ultimate rare and this is common?
It does not.
It does not.
What starter deck is this from?
And its first edition started at Kaiba.
That means more to me.
That means that's fair. All right, we're gonna go from the bottom up now.
They're all
Monster
spells, look.
Reborn. It is all spells. Monster Reborn. For Harpy's Feather Duster.
I'm still Reborn.
Reborn. If we're talking
Reborn.
about, especially in a top deck situation,
This is gonna get
like it
no,
changed the
that's
course of the
just
game
stupid.
completely.
Still
I would say
Reborn.
Reborn. So yeah,
Reborn.
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 Reborn just changed.
Reborn.
Reborn.
Do you care?
But the people out
Have we lost you at this point?
Matt, the people
No,
that can't
just-
see or
it's a hard choice.
Feather Duster would be the one.
Feather Duster?
I want to hear this one. Why?
Yeah.
Why? What's your argument?
Essentially, in certain
I know.
states, Monster Reborn's really good, but this gives you a lot of card advantage in certain situations as well.
But how much harder is it to play around Harpy's Feather Duster compared to Monster Reborn? It's like, yes, I can just set
Never
less
play good
cards.
dudes.
I can just set less cards, and you don't get as many 1-for-1s. You can't play on the Monster.
Sure, but
if you
it
don't
still
know that,
turns
I
out
don't
to
even
be-
have it. I couldn't have it for you, or I could have it.
That's what you're playing around.
Like, you're just
playing
looking at
macro
this
or any
to, summon one of their dudes, win the game.
It's
whatever.
entirely grade
This-
state dependent, but
Helps. This can win a game from the beginning.
Yeah, that's true. It can.
Especially if
Like, this could be a complete
formats are
blowout in
sit by
comparison to
fast.
this
If I
card.
want to call it on base
To
of
be
fair
completely
factor,
honest.
this punishes greedy players. This punishes you for playing the game.
This punishes greedy players.
Greedy players.
And that punishes you for playing the game.
because
If you set 4 with no protection, you're asking to get blown out by it.
you are already
Okay.
If you just play the game and lose the reborn,
And
that's
top- they
way
top
more
deck a
unfair.
reborn,
That's
yeah,
way more
that's-
unfair.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I won't lie. I really feel like the rip of Monster Reborn is more unfair.
because like
If we're talking about like a top deck situation, if we're
like
comparing
top
like
deck or
that,
just like because
Reborn.
the later
We're
the
only
game
looking at it from one aspect
Yeah.
of the game then.
like
I'm just saying,
And what's better in a top deck
I guess
situation?
it's better than comparing a home
And then
deck to a
this
card.
is not.
well, look at
What's better in a top deck situation?
That's why I just decided on which one I think
Dragon
is more
Rulers are
unfair.
still the best here, no matter how we look at this.
No matter how.
what your
And I'm
top
still gonna
deck.
go with Harpy's Feather Duster.
I want to stick with Reborn.
Monster
Reborn.
Reborn.
Reborn. I'm going Harpy's Feather Duster on this one also, guys.
These have been a
But
lot of
again,
3-2
it's
splits.
it's 3-2.
And
so.
plus Shaddolls. I mean, if we're going to talk about like combo base and stuff like that, Monster Reborn does more. You can like
Sure.
revive your Scepter and just
Sure, but this gets you past everything that
It does go past
floodgates and
everything.
stuff that people are going to play.
But
This
what
allows
monster
you
are
to
you
play
gonna
the game.
use? That-
Like this,
you get 3
Except for against
Like I said, if you're still
Yeah.
setting 4 when Feather Duster is a card that existed,
then you're just
you're
asking
asking to
for
lose
it.
the game.
Monster Reborn is
So you're not gonna play good monsters because Reborn's in the game?
I'm
silent.
He doesn't know.
Something witty.
So
this is
All I
a
need
heavy
is-
argument.
Reborn
This is
wins.
a heavy one.
Is it?
These are really bad against Necrons, by the way.
I don't need this Reborn a Dragon Ruler.
Right.
All right. So are we staying with Monster Reborn?
Yeah.
I'm still on.
So is it 4?
You're still on.
Feather Duster.
You're still Feather Duster.
I still think one punishes you for being greedy, one punishes you for playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Monster Reborn.
Reborn.
Reborn moves on. 3-2.
All like the
This
common.
is about to get real stupid, by the way.
This is gonna get as dumb
This
as
is
you
about-
make it.
This, by the way, your argument you said about what you thought your favorite.
John actually made a pretty good point. He wanted to point out that the final 4 are all 4 cards that ended up on the very first ban list.
Yeah.
To your point earlier, you said you thought spells were the strongest things in the game.
Again, yeah.
You are
All right,
right.
That's
You
why
are
I'm
right.
Next round.
This band also.
Change of heart. Painful choice.
Kentucky versus Louisville.
Painful choice just kills you.
Yeah, painful
It
choice.
just outright kills you.
It gives you so many pluses.
Change of heart gives you an opportunity. But
Like the cards we have now, Painful Choice is a
Painful
lot
choice
more.
kills you. Change of heart is
Painful
change of heart is an
choice.
opportunity.
Painful choice.
Actually, not even a contest.
Painful choice.
It's not even a contest. Why is it not a contest? Like we just made
this can
we just made the
put you
argument
so
that
much
change of
farther
heart
ahead.
was.
Just because of the fact of
You can get a plus
playing
5 off of it.
the
You
one.
can get plus whatever you
Where
want.
this-
What one?
Foolish is it one?
You
Yeah.
take a monster, sure, but they can
There's 4
have outs of. I mean, there's more outs of Change of Heart than Painful
Like
Choice.
they can have no monsters when you have this. It doesn't matter
Right,
what your
it's
board is when you have
the same
painful
thing
choice.
that I
Your
think
board's
about Painful
irrelevant what you
Choice
got.
and Feather Duster is theoretically In Yu-Gi-Oh, your graveyard is just an extension of your hand in the first place, with a lot of decks in the way they are nowadays.
Yeah.
So, theoretically, Painful Choice is going to put you a lot farther in the same situation that Harpy's Feather Duster can put you in a much farther position. So, if you look at it through an advantage sort of situation, yes, Painful Choice is better than Change of Heart any day of the week.
All right.
That was beautifully spoken. Very well.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Round of
Does,
applause.
does that...
When you're treating your graveyard as another hand, it just says add 5 cards to your hand.
So, okay, what's the? I say choice.
I mean, I honestly feel like it's a 5-0.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a straight curve.
I mean, it's painful.
All right.
I pick choice.
Painful Choice, Monster Reborn. You just said if the graveyard is a Yatagarasu.
You can fly over it all.
I win.
If the graveyard is an extension of your hand, then Monster Reborn and Painful Choice. I mean, that is the epitome of extending your hand, if you would, if you want to include your graveyard as your hand.
It's the same thing. Painful Choice is more pluses than Monster Reborn's 1.
I'm gonna say painful choice.
The +1 is whatever the best monster is. This is whatever 5 cards you decide to use for it. Like you use another.
The only point that I want to make on the Painful Choice is in Necros right now. Burning Abyss, Shadow's, all of that stuff aside, in Necros alone, I could choose 2 spells and 3 big monsters, and with an open field, you now have to choose one of those 5 cards to give me. If you give me one of the monsters, then I'm banishing the spells to add more spells to my hand.
Well, theoretically, if the 2 monsters you grab are Bryo and Colossalus, it doesn't matter in the first place because you're just going to refill them anyhow.
You're going to get the same card regardless of what they give you.
But see, that's my point. Is if you choose, for whatever reason, you choose give me Colossus. Then 2 of my spells are going to the graveyard. I then get to banish my 2 spells to add more cards to my hand. One of those is going to be...
you're going to have all 3 spells in your hand.
Yeah, you're going to have all 3 spells in your hand. At that point, it becomes a +2, and you have the ability to banish with Mirror or to summon back with Cycle. So is there any question left that Painful Choice is the better?
Not even close.
Not even
I already
close.
made that argument. Foolish Burial is limited for a reason. So.
Yeah.
Painful.
This one is
As
better than
iconic as
yours
Reborn is,
again.
it's not.
All right, so hold up here. All right, recapping this.
Painful choice.
Did Painful Choice win 5-0 every time?
I think so. All right, Painful Choice moves on.
I think it's
There was
5-0
a
every
winner.
time.
There was a winner for this.
All right.
before it started.
There was a winner. Everyone
All right, guys.
Go-
Again,
take it
I
out of
appreciate.
Yeah, that can't be.
You have to take it out of this. I appreciate
Any
it.
combination of cards here, it wins every.
Make sure that you head over to legitmtg.com. Check out all of our Magic the Gathering articles. Also head over to legitYGO.com. Check out our Yu-Gi-Oh articles. Click on that store icon. Beep, and
You missed it. It's up here.
it's up here.
It's up here.
And make sure that you check out whatever you may need for your gaming needs.
Real winners.
The real winners, the Dragon Rulers. I appreciate it, guys. Subscribe, comment down below, and show us how much you love us.